What's going on, guys? It's David back at it here with another video today, and it's day number 20 of my 75-day Blitz challenge. And in this video, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a different type of video today. So one thing I've had in my mind about talking about is, I don't know, I kind of wanted to start talking about more business related or more quote unquote controversial topics that, I guess we all have opinions on. I do too as well. Not always valid, sometimes not, of course. Just opinions most of the time. But here's one quick observation I've seen like over the last couple years from myself and from other people online. And one thing I see everywhere that does super well on like a YouTube or the internet just in general is like content related to like self-improvement, self-help, business, motivation, entrepreneurship, and yada yada yada, all that stuff, like motivation quotes, mantras, all that, yippee yah stuff. I don't even know what I just said there, but anyways, regarding that stuff, like I've been like trapped into that stuff for the last 2-3 years, maybe even dating back to high school even, right? We all want to improve. We want to read a blog up on how to improve, I don't know, whatever it is. Fitness blog, a dating blog, making money online blog, skincare routine, whatever it is, maybe beauty for girls and other stuff, or healing and all that stuff, yoga, whatever girls do. But anyways, girls and guys, this applies to all of us here. So I noticed one thing: the self-help industry is a huge industry. Just self-help, motivation, business, and all that stuff. All those other different topics kind of fall under the same branch of like self-improvement, becoming the best version of yourself, right? And I talk a lot about that on this channel, of course. A lot of my videos kind of talk about that type of stuff, right? But here's one thing that's like bad about that. And I'll give you one specific example for this video. I'll talk about other examples in other videos and other content I put out in the future. But for this video, let me focus on one thing for you and one thing only. And that one thing is reading books. I know, you've probably seen his ads out there. I've met the man himself a couple times, shook his hand, been at some of his events. Yes, the guy with the glasses, the guy in his garage with his Lamborghini. I'm not in my garage right now, I'm in my living room. Don't have a Lamborghini yet, but anyways, yeah, so Tai Lopez, right? He always preaches reading books. I know, whether you like him or not, set that aside for just a moment for this video, okay? My opinions on him, good and bad, I'd say. Neutral, overall. Neither good nor bad either way, really. I mean, some good, some bad, of course, just like anyone else, really. But here's the downside of what he says when he preaches reading books, getting mentors, all that. Think of this, though. You'll learn more by watching what other people do than by what they tell you to do. And when he tells you to get mentors and read and all that stuff, guess what he has to sell you? He has programs to sell you getting mentorship. And it's not just him. You'll see it across the entire board in a lot of different industries, self-help related, yoga, healing, entrepreneurship, whatever it is, right? Mentorship, coaching, all those type of businesses and industries, personal training, all that stuff, right? And the truth is, and even consulting, another example. But here's the thing, though. All that's really bullshit. I know I'm probably going to get some people, whoever watches this video in those industries, calling me out, trying to say I'm lying and bullshitting, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you know what? To some extent, I don't fully understand everything. I'm just going to be clear about that up front. Like, I'm not always right. I'm not always wrong. Like, I'm just sharing my experiences. And these are not, like, opinions that are set in stone that aren't completely true or completely false either way. Because the truth about life is, it's usually not binary for most things. There's a lot of black and white and a lot of gray areas. A lot of things can be good or bad depending on your perspective and how you see it. And that's another topic for another day. In regards to reading books, again, not trying to get off topic here, like, I am one of those guys that reads a lot of fucking books. And let me tell you one thing. As great as it is to read a bunch of fucking books, I've probably read between probably almost 200 books, if not more than that at this point in the last 3-4 years. I'm not talking about college or high school, like books I had to read for school. I'm talking about just like self-help, business, marketing, entrepreneurship, nonfiction, fiction, stories, ebooks. I've read it all. I've read a lot of shit out there. And like at a certain point, you start to see patterns in those things, which I guess that is the one benefit of doing that. You start noticing patterns repeating here and there. And then you just realize how simple most things are in life and business itself as well. Now, trust me, like anyone who tries to complicate most shit for you is probably trying to sell you a program or trying to, make it more complicated or make it more harder to make it seem like you need their help or that you need something else to be complete enough to do something or be good enough for whatever it is that you want to do. And it's not just business. Again, everything in business is applicable to anything you do in your life, your personal life, your relationships, anything really, right? So yeah, with regard to reading books, I guess there's nothing wrong with reading in itself. What I'm trying to say is, though, there's only so much reading you can do and so much learning and mentorship and training you can get before you finally actually have to fucking do something. And this is exactly the point that I fucking missed. I know this is probably going to get demonetized. My videos are not monetized yet, but it's going to... Like, it doesn't matter many fucking books you read. It does not matter how much mentorship and training you fucking get. It could be the best training, the best mentorship, the best book, the best knowledge, the best information, the best ideas in the fucking world, in your fucking head. But that means jack shit unless you actually do something about it. And this is exactly my problem right now. I know I have a big brain with a lot of shit that I know. Like, trust me. Like, I am cocky in that sense. I know what I know. I probably know things more in detail and sometimes better than a lot of people who are actually really good at what they do, the people who actually have results. Now, I'm not saying I have the results I want yet. I'm just being honest. But my issue is I'm just mentally jacking off, like not doing anything. And I'm saying this right now, like this is not very suitable for work. What is it called? Not appropriate for work, whatever that little acronym for that is. But I don't care. Like, these videos are not supposed to be for me to, like, hold back on. These are supposed to be me sharing my experiences to help you out watching this video. And also myself, to hold myself accountable to my bullshit in the past. And even now. Right? So reading books is a fucking great thing if you're just getting started. Because again, mentorship, all that stuff, I'm not saying that's bad, the intentions, but usually the intent there for the person offering that is usually looking out for their own wallet. And you don't often need it. There's a lot of mentorship out there for free on the internet. There's a lot of bad information out there, but there's everything you need to know pretty much, I would say, is on the internet. YouTube, Google, blogs. I guarantee you almost just about anything. Not everything, of course. Not everything. I don't throw a fit when I say everything, because again, nothing's fully black and white. But most stuff in life, you'll realize how simple it is. If you want to get healthy, just fucking work out. How many push-up videos, how many books do you have to read about how to do a fucking push-up? You don't need to watch another video. Just fucking start already. Like, maybe your form's not the best the first time, but you'll get better over time. Act, assess, and adjust. So I know when Tai Lopez, going back to Tai Lopez, says, the more you learn, the more you earn, I kind of agree with that, but I also fucking disagree with that. You know why? Because learning itself is not going to get you what you want. It's the doing that gets you what you want. It's the action taking, not the action faking, not just the learning and mentorship and the training. It's like the same thing with going to school. You can learn a lot. I've learned a fucking ton. I've learned a lot. And I know I'm speaking this from my heart because I am completely not filtering anything with what I'm saying right now. Probably not the best thing to do right now when I've uploaded a video on YouTube, but I'm doing it anyways. I don't give a fuck right now. Like, this shit pisses me off because I'm pissing myself off from what I've done in the past too. No, it's not the more you learn, the more you earn. It's the more you learn and do, the more you earn. Okay? Like, get that in your fucking head. It's not just money, it's just anything. Business, fitness, all that stuff. Better relationships. You will never get better at talking to people if you don't actually talk to fucking people. I wish I fucking shook myself when I was a fucking kid trying to read my way to the fucking top. You can't read and learn your way to the top. You need people involved. You need to go out there and do. Like, all learning isn't going to save you in this world. It's not. And learning is fucking great. But you know what? And you know what? I'm not going to say books are bad. I'm saying books are bad when you're just a self-help junkie, when you're just reading just to read and collect more information that you already have, just to reinforce that you know it. You don't need it anymore. You need to fucking do. Once you know what you know, you gotta fucking do and execute with that. And you'll make mistakes anyways. Maybe not as bad since you learned a little bit before you started, but you will make mistakes. You'll have to make adjustments along the way, no matter what. No matter what mentor, what training you have. Nothing in life is fucking perfect, man. Nothing. There will never be a perfect time for anything. There'll be good timing, bad timing, of course, but for the most part, life is not like that. You just gotta do. You gotta go. You'll fuck up a lot. Not as much, of course, you learn, of course, and I'm not against learning altogether, because I've been there. I lived that. I am living proof of that, of the learning. But I'm not living proof yet of the doing, and that's just me being honest with myself. Still in the process of getting that sorted out, and you know what? When I say getting sorted out, I don't mean I'm ever going to fully be 100% always there, perfect. I'm never going to be fully there. I finally fucking made it. That's not fucking reality at all for any of us, no matter how successful you are. There's always room for improvement. Life is life. Life will always go on. Things will change. You'll have to make adjustments. And there's no such thing as, making it, because life is it just keeps progressing no matter what. It doesn't stop for anyone. So with that said, in this video, I hope you got some value out of this video. I know it's a bit of a rant, quite a bit of a rant actually, me talking shit on reading books and learning from a guy who's probably read hundreds of them himself. But yeah, food for thought. Just keep that in mind next time you're trying to read or think you need to learn something else before you get started on whatever it is, right? You don't need to read about how to do push-ups to do a push-up. You don't need to read a book about how to, I guess maybe talking to people, but the best experience is always going to be doing the thing, talking to people. For business, right? You don't need to read another book about how to blah, 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 run ads on Facebook. You don't need to read another course. You know what you need to know? You gotta fucking do. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money and all the shit you don't need, and just go fucking do, alright, man? Make that promise to yourself. I'm making that promise to myself, too. I'll probably break it, to be honest, sometimes, but make that promise to stay committed for the most part, okay? And with that said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.